Have you heard about a person who lost his entire face in an accident? That means the person became faceless, but the doctors reconstructed his face. They put the face of a dead person on his face. And guys, do you know that there was a person in this world who spent his entire life inside a box? Only the head of this person was outside the box. So guys, in today's video, I will tell you about 10 such unique people of the world who survived despite having many deficiencies in their body. So let's start our today's video. In which number 10 is Tina Alls. Guys, after seeing her face you must have understood what is the problem with her body. She is the only woman in the world who does not have a nose, and she is going to spend her entire life without a nose. The reason behind her nose not being there is a very rare cancer, which till she became an adult, her nose was absolutely fine. But as her age increased, she started having normal itching in her nose. After this itching in her nose increased, she went to the doctor and the doctor told her that there is an infection in the hair of her nose. After which she took antibiotic tablets for a very long time in 2014, and even after taking these tablets, this problem of her nose did not get cured, and then, after a time, a small lump developed in her nose, which was also causing her pain, after which she went to a nose, ear, and throat specialist doctor, and he told Tina Alls that she has cancer in her nose, and she came to know about this at the end of 2014, after which she started getting her nose treated, and even after getting treatment for several weeks, there was no improvement in her nose. After which the doctors got her nose treated to secure her future life. She was advised to cut it because if the cancer stayed in her nose for a long time, then it would spread to her entire face, which could ruin her entire life. So, after consulting the doctors, she thought it better to get her nose cut, after which the doctors removed her entire nose along with the cancer, after which her face looks like this without the nose. Sometimes, she even wears a fake nose to hide her nose, so that her face can look better. Number 9 is Paul Alexander. Guys, Paul Alexander is also known as the man in the iron lung. He is one such person in the world who spent his entire life inside a box because his entire body was paralyzed. Now you must be thinking that why was his body kept inside the box after he became paralyzed? He could have survived outside the box as well, so guys, let's start from the beginning. He was born in 1946 in Texas, US, and there he got polio in 1952 at the age of just 6 years, due to which his body below head got completely paralyzed. After which he was taken to the doctor, and the doctors there told him that he would live only for a few days, because after the body got paralyzed, his lungs were also not working properly, due to which he was having trouble breathing. After which his parents took him to a big hospital in the city, and there the doctors locked him in a box like this when he was 6 years old, and when he regained consciousness, there were many children with him who were locked in such boxes like him. Actually, it is this box itself, which works as his lungs. Even after his whole body got paralyzed, he survived his life. He also completed his high school studies, and after this he also completed his graduation from the University of Texas, and along with this he also completed his law degree. Paul Alexander was the last person in the world to live in an iron lung, because he died on March 11th this year, 2024. Number 8 is Tiffany Giggle. Guys, Tiffany Giggle was born with a disease called Charcot-Levin syndrome, which is a disease in which the backbones of children are crooked, and something similar happened with Tiffany Giggle, and she turned this deficiency into her strength since childhood. She did not pay much attention to her body since childhood. People around her also made fun of her, but still she did not pay attention to them, and she was very fond of becoming a dancer since childhood, and she joined dancing classes for a long time and learned dance well. She used to join dance classes even at the age of 32, and also taught dance to small children. Along with her dance classes, she also started studying business. She has struggled a lot in her life due to bone disorder. Number 7 is Eric Ramirez. Guys, he is a tattoo artist, also known as Kalaka School. He thought of making his face like a completely living skull. Just like the bones of a skull, he has made his face in the same way, in which he first got his nose cut in half, and after getting the nose cut, his mouth started looking a little like a skull. After which he got his ears cut in half to completely change his face into a skull. After which his face started looking like a completely living skull, and he did not stop here. After getting his nose and ears cut, he also got his tongue cut in half from the middle, which is what his tongue looks like after being cut in half. So guys, how did you like the face of this living skull? You must tell me by commenting below. Number 6 is Craig Lewis. Guys, meet Craig Lewis, who actually does not have a heart. Due to multiple organ failure of 55-year-old Craig Lewis, the doctors told him that he had only 22 hours left to live, But then two specialist doctors of Texas Heart Institute made a device through which the blood flow inside the body can be made to flow exactly like the heart, after which Craig Lewis underwent a surgery and his heart was removed and this device was fitted inside it, and then after fitting this device, the blood flow in his body started again, and after a few weeks he became healthy, after which he could even talk and walk. Number 5 is Dallas Veen. Guys, he is the only person in the world who does not have a face, because in 2008, his entire face was burnt due to high voltage shock, and after his face was burnt, his face could not even be recognized, after which he became the only person in the world who did not have a face. But in today's time, medical science has become so advanced that any person's face can be reattached, as was done with Dallas Veen's. A whole team of doctors removed the face of a dead person and put it on Dallas Veen's face. As simple as this surgery sounds, it was equally hard for the doctors. This surgery was done in 2011 and his face was transformed by the methodical system of Texas. Even after transforming his face, he could not see because the eyes on his face were artificial. Number 4 is Cassidy Hopper. Guys, after seeing his face, what do you think is missing in his face? After seeing his face, most of you must be feeling that there is a flaw in it but are unable to understand what is missing in this face. So guys, since his childhood, he does not have the bone between his nose and eyes. He was born with a very rare congenital condition. People in the world came to know about him after he was 11 years old. He has also participated in guitar competitions and singing competitions during his school days, and at the age of 22, he also completed his graduation. Number 3 is Henry Molaison. Guys, he is one such person in the world who does not remember anything of his last 30 seconds. Meaning that whatever work he is doing right now, he will forget it after 30 seconds. He was born in 1926 and he suffered from seizures and epilepsy since childhood, and by the time he reached the age of 26, his condition worsened further, after which he went to the doctors and the doctors advised him that he should get a brain surgery done in which a part called hippocampal would be removed from his brain, due to which he would stop epilepsy and seizures, and then after listening to the doctors, he agreed to that surgery, and in 1953, when he was 27 years old, he got his brain surgery done, and in that surgery, the doctors removed the part called hippocampal from his brain, and after doing this, the surgery was successful, after which for some time he stopped having seizures and epilepsy, but after this, another problem started occurring in his body. He was not able to remember anything for more than 30 seconds, and after this happened to him, a whole team of doctors started doing research on him, due to which doctors got more new information about the brain, how the brain works and how it works. Henry Molaison's brain is the only brain in the world on which the most research has been done till date. Number 2 is Oscar Pistorius. Guys, he lost both his legs due to a disease in his childhood, but he never gave up and became a Paralympic racer. He has participated in many competitions in his life and has also won gold medals there. Due to his achievements, he is known as the fastest man and no luck in the world, but his whole life changed after 2013, in which he shot and killed his girlfriend Riva. He told that he thought his girlfriend was an intruder in his house and fired on her, due to which his girlfriend died, but in 2014 he was found guilty in the court and there he was sentenced to 5 years, after which another verdict was given in the Supreme Court of South Africa on this case, and there his sentence was increased to 6 years. Now guys, after hearing this case, what do you think, whether he would have killed his girlfriend or not? You guys must tell me by commenting below. So guys, finally now let's talk about number 1, in which number 1 is Jessica Cox. Guys, she is such a lady of the world, from whom we all should learn a lot. Despite not having both her hands since birth, she is a pilot, martial arts champion, and apart from this, she has also done a lot of study in her life. Despite not having hands, she cooks her own food, that too with her feet, and apart from this, she is also a pilot. After studying, she has also taken her pilot license and she can fly her plane at a height of up to 10,000 feet.
So friends, this was our another interesting video. Friends, if you have reached this far in the video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel, because our channel is just a few days away from getting 1,000 subscribers, so subscribe immediately. Your one subscription gives me a lot of motivation, and please tell us in the comment from where you are watching this video.